Alright, so I had one of two choices today for videos. I was either going to talk about this channel in particular. I'm not going to say the name of it, but there was this channel that I ran into today that really kind of made me laugh and cringe at the exact same time. And I was going to make a video about it, but I didn't really know how you guys would react to it, so I just didn't do it. So I guess I'm going to talk about putting a dildo in my friend's car instead, because that just sounds way funnier, right? But anyway, I guess we're just going to start with how it started. In the middle of summer, last summer, I decided to fuck with one of my friends. Now, this wasn't just my decision. I was hanging out with this girl with a bunch of other of my friends. We were just kind of, in a group, and we went to the mall to go shopping, and then after that, we were just hanging out, driving around, figuring out stuff to do. And I've mentioned it before, there's this store at the mall, okay, and they sell shit there, from sex toys to, like, merchandise. They got it all. And my friend and me were in there this current night. We bought a dildo. Don't ask why. I have an immature group of friends. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You guys could probably relate. There's some friends that you guys probably know that are just the most immature motherfuckers. And he bought a dildo. I didn't fucking buy it. He did. It was all his money. It's not my thing, man. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty big fucking dildo. Like, out of all the ones he could have bought, he paid a little bit extra for this one. Now, obviously, we're all pretty embarrassed by this. I was with him when he did it, and we were all just kind of sitting there as a group of friends in this store, buying a fucking dildo at the checkout. And it was a little embarrassing. This girl that brought us there was just like, oh, you guys are so embarrassing to hang out with. And I kind of had to agree with her. Even I was a little fucking embarrassed, but we got done with the mall. Like I said, we were just driving around, figuring out something to do. My friend's fucking swinging this dildo around in the back seat, hitting us with it and shit, because, like I said, immature friends are immature friends, right? But anyway, after driving around, for countless minutes, not knowing what the fuck to do, we stopped by a park just because we had skateboards in the back, so we just kind of skated in that parking lot for a little bit. And while we were there, don't ask, but my friend had the bright idea to come up with this elaborate fucking plan to prank the girl driving. And when he said this, and when he first started saying, oh, I have this idea to prank her, I was just like, dude, why don't we just, enjoy the rest of the night, go home, and you can do what you will with your fucking dildo that you just bought. But no, he fucking insisted. He wanted to go through with this prank, and he told me what it was, and he said he wanted to go to a convenience store, and he wanted to fucking buy jelly. Yes, the jelly that you would put on peanut butter and jelly, like fucking sandwich, jam, or whatever the fuck it is, whatever you call it. He wanted to buy that, and then smother the dildo in it, and stick it onto her car somewhere. And I was like, dude, why? Why do you want to do that? Like, out of all the things you could do with a fucking dildo, you could throw it at someone and record their reaction and, name it epic prank gone wrong in the fucking hood. I'm joking. Or you could fucking throw it off a roof or something and just watch it fall. I don't know. You could do anything with a dildo. You could give it to someone who needs it. I don't know. But covering it in jelly didn't sound like a good idea. And I was just like, dude, it sounds kind of funny. I'm not going to lie, but I don't see the point. And he was just like, come on, let's do it. And he got everyone else to agree. And everyone was like, it'd be so funny. We're going to stick it to her car. And, it'll look like a radio antenna, but it's just a big dick. And I'm just sitting there, like, kind of laughing. Because at this point, I don't know, I was pretty much on board with the thing. It sounded funny. Just imagine that. A car driving down the highway. You look out your window next to you and you see, like, a fucking four-door car with a huge unicorn horn dick covered in jelly. I don't know. It sounds funny to me. But anyway, we convinced her. We were like, hey, we gotta go to the convenience store to get food for later because we're gonna watch a movie or something. I don't know, because when she dropped us off, a few people were staying at my house. So we just lied to her and basically said, yeah, we're gonna get chips and shit. She fell for it, obviously, because we had nothing to do. Like, I'd rather go to a convenience store than sit in a parking lot all night. So we went down to this convenience store, got out of her car, and we pre-discussed this plan, okay? We had the plan. We had a couple of my friends lure her off into, like, the candy section. That sounds really fucked up, but we told them to go get candy and that we were going to go get chips, alright? So my friends just took her over to the candy aisle. Sounds really fucked up, but yeah, we went to go look at quote-unquote chips. And we went to the aisle with the peanut butter and with the jelly. And we got this shit. It's actually hilarious. There's this stuff that they make. I don't know the name of it. It's like a mixture of peanut butter and jelly. It's legitimately like half and half in one jar. And I was laughing pretty hard when I saw it just because the thought of a fucking giant dildo on someone's car smothered in peanut butter and jelly just sounded hilarious to me. And I told him, I'm like, dude, let's just get this. It's 2-in-1. It'll be hilarious. And we did it. We also picked up some Gorilla Glue because you guys know that jelly won't fucking keep a giant dildo stuck on top of a car while moving. It's not gonna work. So I told them, like, we gotta grab some super glue. So we got some of that. We checked out really, really fast while they were in the candy aisle still. Probably taking extra time looking at stupid shit. Keep in mind, we had to buy a bunch of useless Doritos too. We didn't need Doritos at all, but we had to just to look legit. And we went out to the car, got in the car, and we called them and said, hey, we're ready, come out. And yeah, we had to wait for her. So she came out. the other kids came out, we got in the car, and my friend has the bags in the back seat, and we waited to get onto a main road and just, drive. So the plan is we're going to have her roll down the sunroof, and my friend was just going to get on top of it and, do what he normally does. When she rolls down the sunroof, we always stuck our heads through the top of it and, enjoy the nice summer breeze. So we start driving, and my friend starts I don't even know how to say this, like pre-smothering this fucking dildo in peanut butter. And I'm so lucky it was nighttime. Well, we were lucky because you don't fucking really see it. You just smell it. She's like, do you guys have peanut butter back there? My friend's like, yeah, you want some? But he like ate some of it. It was really fucking nasty because, he was touching a bunch of fucking dildo before he ate it. And she fell for it. She's just like, nah, I'll pass. And we just kept driving. And the sunroof was down, so he gets up there on the sunroof with one hand is a fucking peanut butter covered dildo thing, and the other hand is super glue. And he's covering the bottom of this shit with super glue. Meanwhile, we're just keeping her occupied while my friend's fucking gluing a dildo to the top of her car instead of, actually doing what we said. And yeah, he gets back down, and the second he sits back down, his hands are just... I was more focused on the fact that his hands were covered in this, like, disgusting mix of glue, jelly, and peanut butter. And he's trying to wipe it off on himself. I'm like, dude, just wait till we get home. And before we could even, tell her what happened and that we pranked her, we hear this fucking noise. It was a loud noise. It sounded like a rock hit this girl's car. And we turned around and noticed that this fucking dildo rolled off the back of her car and was in the road. And she was like, what was that? And she slammed the brakes. She thought that she fucking hit something. She didn't hit something. Like, if she would just turn around before slamming the brakes, she would have saw. But she slammed the brakes and then turned around and saw this fucking peanut butter and jelly super glue mess all over the fucking place with my friend. And she was like, what did you guys just do? And we just started dying laughing. There was no fucking hiding it. It was the funniest shit in the world. And my friend jumps out of the car and immediately runs to grab the dildo. She's chasing after him because, he put a fucking dildo on her car. And when he picks it up, she runs over and just starts playing tug of war with this motherfucker for this. Because she was pissed, and after some arguing and some pulling, she managed to get this dildo. He literally lost a tug of war when he had super glue on his side. He had super glue on his fucking hands, and he lost tug of war. But it was the funniest fucking thing, because it was legitimately the most failed prank, and she just started beating the shit out of this kid with a dildo. Even though it was kind of a group effort here, we all agreed to do it. But he got the beating for it, so it was fucking hilarious, because he's the one that paid for this stupid thing. And yeah, he got beat with a peanut butter and jelly super glue fucking dildo. And it just made me think that I fucking love having immature friends, because that's the shit you get to see when you have them, so... pretty funny. And he told me to be watching, so if you're watching this, bro, thanks for keeping my night entertaining, because it was hilarious. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you did enjoy, leave a like, and I'll do some longer videos like this one. And yeah, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.